first met Brian at an open house. We saw that there was a house that we were potentially interested in, and we went to the open house. And Brian was the agent there. One of the things that we noticed about Brian was that when he opened the door, he greeted everyone. He was super friendly and super welcoming, and you might think that that's something that is usual, but we've been to open houses where the agents basically seem like they don't even want to be there. So the fact that he was so friendly really made us think about him when we were thinking about potentially selling our house.
Our house,
my husband,
in the past, we had tried before, but the experience we had was not good. And as soon as we met Brian, like, I just felt like that he was the one that we had to work with.
Right.
And so we sat down and we talked about it, and then we reached out to him.
Right. My husband was like, I think this is the person that we need to go to. So I reached out to him on Instagram. I told him that we were potentially interested in selling our property. I was very transparent with him. I said that we might not sell it this year. We might look to sell it next year. And without any hesitation, he still came out to meet with us.
Yeah, and like the first time we met him, it was always like, the first time you met him was never like the first time you met him. Like he was it always feels like you met someone that you knew from before.
Right, and there was this sort of a quiet confidence about him. He had a proven track record. He had a plan, and we decided to go along with that plan. I think we met him, I want to say May 11th, and by the 31st, our house was sold. And the excellent thing about Brian is that he comes with the whole crew, right? So he's got Carol, who is his stager. I highly recommend if you're going to sell your house, you have to get a stager.
The staging was amazing.
Was amazing. He has Ashley, who is his leasing specialist as well. So just the whole experience, his team
was fantastic.
Was fantastic. It was stress-free. It was just an overall great experience.
Very much so.
He has a proven plan in place. All you need to do is follow that plan, and you'll be very happy with the outcome. So the one thing about Brian is if he's coming to your house at a certain time, as soon as that time hits,
the doorbell rings.
The doorbell rings. He is there. He is prompt. He is organized. I love that, as I mentioned before, he has a team, but also he has a great social media presence, which I think is so key in selling your property.
Especially now.
Especially now.
Social media is where most people are going to be looking to get that kind of first peek at what potentially they could be interested in. Right,
and he really hyped up our home. Like when it was offer day, I remember him posting a story saying there's going to be a duke out. He really made sure that our property got a lot of attention and views. We had an offer day before when we previously tried to sell our home, and we got 0 offers. With Brian, we got 12 offers. So that just kind of shows you the difference.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yes, it is.
I would say that it exceeded our expectations.
Absolutely.
By far. Like, we were not expecting to get, we were hoping that we might get what we got, but we weren't expecting that.
Right.
So when it happened, and again, it's all thanks to the way that Brian did it. We followed his plan, and it worked.
Right. Brian, we are so happy that we met you. Everything that you promised happened. You have a great plan, and we would highly recommend you to any of our friends and family, and you have an absolutely wonderful team.
Hands down, the best experience I've ever had with real estate.